Welcome back to SnowRunner and Taymyr. On the last episode, we did a couple of logging missions in Quarry. The White Western Star can still get it done. On this episode, we're going to head into the Rift. And if we're lucky, we'll find a new scout that we can add to our fleet and maybe get ourselves into some trouble. Let's get started. Our journey starts at the top of the hill in Quarry where we left the ANK. We preloaded 2 vehicle spare parts, and we also have the service trailer and the fuel trailer. So we'll head up the road. The Rift Gateway is just up ahead. And of course, I'm going to get stuck on a rock right away. We'll drop this trailer here, see if I can't get over this rock. There it is. Alright, let's get connected back up to this thing. I'm going to be driving in low plus quite a bit on this episode because the roads are rough. The ANK is not the most stable truck, and we have a fuel carrier pretty high up. It's definitely offsetting the balance. Rift is quite a ways away from any other help that we might have. We don't have any other trucks in there, and I don't want to have to bring one up to rescue this. So we're going to take it easy. Going around that rock right there is a little bit difficult, but there are some trees up above it that you can winch to help yourself around there. Welcome to Rift. Rift is definitely my favorite map in Taymyr. It's a small map, but it's rugged, and most of the roads are pretty messed up, so you have to find alternative routes to pretty much get anywhere. But just up ahead here, we'll find a fuel station and a service center. It's not really a service center, but it'll repair your truck and restock any repair points that you have. So we'll get fueled up, we'll top off, and then we'll go around the corner here and we'll discover a new task. The Great Nomad. We'll get that activated and we'll head down the ditch and up the other side. And when you get to the intersection here, instead of following the road, just go straight across. Drive down through this little valley here, taking it easy, of course. Don't want to flip right away. And it comes out by an old, I don't know, a village or something. But up on the hill there is a service trailer that you can use. If you're playing hard mode, that's a pretty good asset. You want to pick that up right away. We'll drive through here and we'll take a left on the road. And the first thing we're going to do is go and rescue the TUZ 420 Tatarin. It's a heavy-duty scout that we're going to add to our fleet. It's basically a tank on wheels. It's also known as the APC. You can see it down there by the river. Part of the task that we need to do to receive the Tatarin is to repair and refuel it. And since we can reach that from here, we'll just stop on this rock bridge. We'll get it repaired and refueled right away before we pull it out. Alright, and after that, we'll drive up ahead here and we'll drop the service trailer, and then we'll back up to the hill and see if we can pull it out of there. We'll leave this trailer out of the way. We'll get the task activated. Try to get positioned to pull it out of there. I don't want to flip on this hill, so I'm going to kind of 3-point turn my way around here. Mostly I'm just trying to be careful not to flip. I wouldn't drive down in there, it's difficult to get back out. There's nothing really to winch to. I mean, there are some trees on the ground, but They're not in the best spots to winch yourself out. Just keep shortening your winch. Make sure you turn the Tuz on. It will drive itself out of there. Get it up here a little ways, then we'll drop it, get connected to this service trailer again. The yellow square that I'm in is where we need to pull it to. First step of the task. Once we get it up here, it will disconnect from the winch, but we'll just have to hook back up to it. Pull it farther out where we can reach it. It just needs fuel now. It burned some of the fuel when we were driving it out of there. There's another task here, lost and found. We'll get that activated. Okay, now we just gotta back up and get close enough to refuel it, and it'll be ours. There it is. Alright, we'll jump in it right away and use it to go pick up this curtain side trailer back here for the lost and found task. It's just right around the corner. Little donkey kick there. I guess I should have probably connected a little closer. Got stuck on the building. One thing about the Tuz is it does not have a good turning radius whatsoever. All the weight is in the back. Being an 8-wheel drive APC, the back wheels just tend to push straight forward and there's not enough weight on the front wheels to actually turn the thing. We'll jump back in the A&K and continue exploring up the road. The next watchtower is just up ahead. You do got to be real careful on these dips. Most of them are at an angle and they will try to flip you over, and the rocks. We got another task up here, Old Faithful, and you can see we have the step 310E sitting there. We need to restore. Luckily we have the truck already set up for it, so we'll get this thing refueled and repaired right away. And the next step is to deliver to the service station, which is back by the gateway where we came in. We're not going to do that just yet, so we'll just leave it here. Let's get this watchtower. Get your first aerial view of the rift map, and you can see just up there in the trees is our watch point where we need to reach the northern road for the Pathfinder contract. So we'll continue up the road. If you take a left here at the intersection, there's a washed out bridge and it's really muddy to try to get across the river. You can, but it's difficult. So I like to turn right and then hang a left down here and we'll cross where it's a lot more shallow. I was going to put it in first person view to try to get a better winch point, and I noticed I was starting to tip, so I panicked. Just a lot of rocks out here. We'll be doing a lot of driving through trees on this episode. That's part of the rift map. You want to get around easier. Sometimes you got to take shortcuts through the trees. Now at this intersection we can just drop the service trailer and we'll take the left road. We'll head up a little ways and our marker is just up ahead. This road doesn't really go anywhere, it just ends in the edge of the map. But it's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe one day they'll add another gateway up there. I doubt it though. Okay, let's back up. We'll get that service trailer and we'll head over to that for the next watchtower. It's a little muddy here. Can drop their trailer again. We won't be continuing down this road. Let's get the watchtower and then we'll turn around. That's the center of the map. It's pretty rugged terrain down there, lots of rocks. Right in the center there's a very large hill. And we'll be traveling up to the top of that when we start doing work here. It's really difficult to get up there. Okay, now backtracking, we'll grab our trailer and we'll continue up the road. There's a small village at the end of this road. We have a couple objectives there that we can take care of right away. And we found ourselves a loaf. This is the Great Nomad task that we already activated, so we need to restore the loaf. Get it refueled and repaired right away. And then the next part of the task is to deliver to the service station. We're not heading there right now, so we'll just leave it here. Now if we continue up here to the left over by this field, there's an upgrade and a big fuel trailer that we can discover. And this is a mid-sized engine for some of the bigger Russian scouts. Let's take this trailer with us. We'll pull it out to a place where we can access it a little bit easier. We'll top off our fuel trailer at the same time. We'll just pull it right over here to the middle of this little village, and then we'll just leave our whole operation here. We're going to jump back into the Tatarin, and we can get started on the Old Faithful task. We'll bring this trailer with us. Actually, I don't know what I was thinking. I can't pull the trailer and the step 310 at the same time, so we'll just leave that truck up there. Alright, let's go this way instead. We'll head up to the watchtower that's just up the road, and eventually we'll drop this trailer off at the Lakeside Depot. I think we can cut down the rocks here and get back on this other road. This thing definitely is a tank. It's pretty stable, has a ton of power. The mud rating on the tires is 8.0. It pretty much will drive through anything as long as it doesn't like bottom out first and get beached. It's not very good on rocks. It doesn't have a lot of ground clearance. I set my markers back up to go to the watchtower first instead of the 310. We can head right up the hill here. We'll have to drop the trailer to get up here. These rocks are difficult for this vehicle to get over. And then we'll go up through the trees. Just double checking my route to make sure I'm going the right way. Pulling these trailers through the trees is kind of always a gamble. It's not that hard to get them stuck. Okay, we got this next watchtower. Let's take another view of the map here. And there's a new task just up ahead, unexpected guess. You have to reach a camp. The suspicious camp is what it's called. Instead of backtracking, we're just gonna go right out the back side of the watchtower here. Be careful not to drive off the cliff. And we'll take a little bit of a shortcut to make it to the camp. It's really swampy on the way there. The other way to get there is right up by the gate where we came in. It's difficult to get there because of how deep the mud is. See if we can't get this thing turned over. Do a lot of winch steering with it because it doesn't turn very well. Then we'll grab that trailer and yank it up the hill. Make sure I'm pointing the right way so I don't get that trailer stuck in the trees. There, we got it. Definitely don't want to drive off that cliff. We'll go down just a little bit further and we can go right around the side of the rocks down the hill. This is definitely kind of a path through the trees here. Oh no, the trailer got stuck on that tree. Of course. I'm gonna have to get my vehicle backed up to the left there a little bit and see if I can pull the trailer sideways. That's not really working. I'll give it a good jerk from the tongue of the trailer and see if I can't get it to go past. Nope. Okay. Alright, we're back. After much deliberation, I realized I need to drive up the hill sideways so I can get a sharper angle on this. There we go. It's free. Let's get out of here. It's definitely a lot easier to do this when you're not pulling a trailer behind you. But I'm just trying to save an extra trip across the map by bringing it with. The Tuz is really powerful. There is no engine upgrade for it, so the engine that it has is already the most powerful. This thing will pull trucks around the map without any problem, and it has a lot of weight. As you know, this curtain-side trailer is not a light trailer to pull to begin with. We'll go right through the trees and the camp is just up ahead. And they left us a scout fuel carrier here so we can refuel. We'll finish up this task. Now driving out of here, If you take the road, it's super muddy and it zigzags around through the trees. I don't want to go that way. I know I can drive straight through the trees, so let's give it a shot. And there's a giant stump sticking up right here, right in the way. And of course, the trailer got hung up on it. You can see it there. We'll see if I can pull it over. It's not looking good. If I can get it around to the side, maybe it'll bounce around it. It's not working. Alright, we're back again. Decided to pull it back out, and we're gonna take the road. I know I can get through these trees somewhere here. I'll make a mark right here. We'll see if we can drive across. That's not looking good either. Guess we're backing out. We're gonna take that road. Now we'll get a first taste of how deep and muddy this is. I'm gonna try to drive in the grass as much as possible, if I can avoid these trees. It is so deep in here, it's horrible. This vehicle pretty much drives through anything, so the fact that it's struggling through here is a good indicator of how bad it is. We'll stick to the trees whenever possible. I think I can cut through right here. Which way do I need to go? To the left? Oh, wait a minute. I've been dicking around here so much I'm getting confused which direction I'm at. Let's make a marker. Okay, we gotta go through the trees again. The road winds around like a serpent. Okay, we're out. Alright, to the right is the gateway. Let's go left. We'll head over to the fuel station. We're back where we started. If you're finding value in this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Okay, let's go through the dip again, up the other side. This time we're going to take a right at the intersection. We're going to head over, there's another village over here. And just on the other side of these trees, we can drop the trailer for a minute. We'll run down then to the bottom of this big hole in the ground. There's another upgrade down here. This is another engine for some of the medium-sized Russian trucks. And now we've reached kind of a big swampy open area. It's not deep. We can drive straight through the water. The Tuz does not have a snorkel, so you do got to be careful. If you get into too deep of water, it will damage the engine, and it takes damage in the back of the vehicle because the engine is in the back. So we'll get this task activated, Finders Keepers. We have to restore the little Zix truck. And then we'll head up to where my marker is there. There's another upgrade right out on the edge of the water. There it is. This is going to be the raised suspension for the Voron AE truck, which is an excellent truck, but it's horrible on fuel economy. Now we can backtrack out of here and head up to the next watchtower, and we'll have the whole map discovered. So we'll go back up to where we dropped off that curtain-side trailer. That's actually a good spot to cut through the trees. Right through here. We'll go down by the shoreline. As you can see, this thing does not like to turn. It's one of the reasons why I don't use it very often. It's so difficult to maneuver around. And we can drive across the trees here. I guess I can't get through there. We'll back up and go to the side. There we go. And then just up ahead is the next watchtower. Get this task activated, we have to deliver cement to 4 different houses. Discover that scout flatbed, run into a stump. We'll back out of here. We'll just back up right next to the fuel trailer, we'll get topped off. On the next episode, we'll get back in here and start doing some of the work. Hopefully you'll come back around and we'll see you then. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.